We got the brand new 2020 Pelican Catch 130 Hydryve HD2. And today we're gonna give you a walkthrough of everything this boat has to offer and what changed from the previous generation. Let's get to it. Let's see what we have in here. Ooh, who would have thought that unboxing kayak was hard work? Oh, this one looks nicer. Let's go ahead and flip the seat. This is the Pelican Catch 130 Hydryve 2, version 2. Alright guys, when you get your Pelican Hydryve, you also get the Pelican Hydryve. Alright guys, when you get the Pelican Catch 130 Hydryve, you also get the Pelican Hydryve. These are like spare ones for the rudder, because you already have them installed here, so I don't know, maybe this in case they break. Good on Pelican presenting this. Alright, so we got the Hydryve here, version 2. We're gonna go ahead and install this crank handle, which are stronger. They're using stronger metal. Also, the rods here are not longer screwed in, they are bolted. And you see this here, you can remove this and take that out and replace it if you need to, which is pretty cool. I'm gonna do an in-depth video talking about what changed between the previous version and this new version. Alright, so it should be coming out soon. There you go. So now this drive is looking that way. Gonna go ahead and put one of the crank arms in here. Gonna go in there, gonna put it in the middle. There you go. And you can see there that it aligns, and you just bolt it in like so. Take this all the way out, put the crank in the middle. There you go. And then you see there the opening as well. Alright, so here's the drive setup. You could loosen this change a little bit right here to make it smoother if you want to. Underwater, like outside the water, or like right now, it may feel a little like a little bit of resistance. Once you're on the water, you're not gonna feel that. I had it so far a few hours on the water and it's working perfectly fine. I don't think you have any issues with this drive as long as you follow the guidelines. For example, right here it tells you fully remove the pedal drive before you beach the kayak. Fully remove the pedal drive when you are in shallow water. The Hydryve system is not designed to float, so attach a rope to it. The Hydryve is not designed to resist against significant impact. Don't think you're gonna mold over a log or something. Remove it. Pelican is not responsible for damage due to improper or abused use. This is true right here. Follow these guidelines and you shouldn't have a problem with the drive. Simple as that. If you're too shallow, remove the drive. Or like flip it, you know. Just normal stuff, okay? Be careful what you do and then you shouldn't have any problems. Okay, take this out, the cushion, and it goes like this. So let's go ahead and install it. First the top one, because it doesn't have any adjustments. And we got a nut with the locking nylon. Go ahead and align the rudder. Make sure it's straight, and then you could align it from here actually. Okay, so gotta make sure that this thing is properly aligned. I think that's perfect there. Okay, so let's go ahead and tie it down. Do the other one. Alright, so we're gonna start here at the bow. We see a nice handle with a Pelican logo and rivets. I'm gonna complain about rivets until Pelican upgrades all their rivets to screws. Like you see, they use a lot of screws everywhere around their boat, but the handle still has rivets. Maybe next year, maybe next year. But anyways, nice handle. It's not gonna break. These are like military grade rivets, so you shouldn't have a problem with that. And I really like the design of this boat right here. Look at that. It looks cool, man. It looks cool. Look at that. Nice design. Super cool stuff. Now let's continue our tour. Right here you have a nice open deck in the front. You could put a cooler, you could put a milk crate, you could take your kid with you. You could definitely put a normal kayak seat in there, one of the old ones, and take it for a spin. That's no problem. You got the dry well, you got gear tracks, Scotty mount gear tracks. Those are really nice, by the way. They work really well. You don't have to like fight to get one of these in there. It just works. You just put it in and go. That's pretty good because it has this big opening, and it is not just right here. I got the Yaga tag nut, but even with the one from Yak Gear, it works great. This is Yak Gear stuff, the Rail Plaza, but I swapped the track nut for this. But anyways, even with the old one, still works. I have no problem with it. This is one of the few frustration-free track mounts, like independent track mount. Like it just works pretty nice. Here we got a little bit of padding. You got a place to put your cup. You got the seat. This seat is super amazing. I really like it. It has so many little things hiding in plain sight that you wouldn't know of. Like you could use this to put pliers in here or other things that you need to. If you need lumbar support, maybe you could put a pouch, like a little cushion here in the back. And talking about the back of the seat, you could throw in there something, whatever you need, just throw in there like maybe a little tackle box, whatever, and you could take it out completely. And guess what? You could put a cooler there and use the cooler as a seat. Now we have 4 flush mounted rudder holders, 2 over there, 2 over here, and this is to deploy the rudder. You move this here, you bring it down, move this forward, bring it up. Pretty cool stuff. Giant tank well. You have space here that you could definitely put another hatch if you want to. You see this boat doesn't have only one hatch here in the rear, which we're gonna cover that now, but other than that it doesn't have any hatch, but it has places where you could put some of the hatch if you want to. I mean, it's not necessary, but if you want to for some reason get access to this area here, you could put a hatch, no problem. Nice bungee. I really like the color. You can make it like, I mean, for some reason these bungees, the strength of these bungees are not the best, but you could swap the bungees. I mean, if you want something with more strength, you could definitely take this out and put whatever you want. Bungees are not expensive at all, and I like this design here where you could just boom, removed that easy. I'm gonna open this here because inside you got this access point here where you could work with the rudder, or if something breaks, maybe you need to replace the rudder cables. You have a lot of space here to work with. This is pretty good. This is not a waterproof bag. Whatever you put in here is probably gonna get wet, so I will never trust it to be waterproof. And here in the rear you get 2 more handles with rivets, put screws on it. And you have the drain plug right here. The rudder is really nice. It works. It's really like, it doesn't move a lot. Like once you set it going one way, it goes that way. That's pretty good. It's not like you don't have to keep your hands on it all the time, and it's easy to like swap out if you need to for whatever reason. It's pretty good stuff. Let's talk about some of the changes that happened to this boat. Number 1, you see the rudder control is longer. That is pretty awesome. It works really it works really great. it's longer, it's more comfortable. That's pretty good. Here the rudder system, they swap out the old retainers, now they put new ones. I think these are called stoppers. That's pretty good. All right, so let's look at the hull. And I'm doing a whole walkthrough video of this boat, even though not much changed, because I know you're gonna see this video, you're gonna go like, why didn't you cover that, why didn't you cover that? And then I'm gonna say, oh, look at my video from like last year, it's right here. But on YouTube, you watch one video, you may not see a second video, even if they're the same. I mean, too much stuff getting your attention. I think this happened during transportation. All right, so let's take a look at the hull. This is a tunnel hull. It's gonna give you a lot of stability. It's not one of the most stable boats out there, but still you're gonna be able to stand up and fish, no problem. And something I didn't address before, this is a two-piece hull. Basically, it's a thermoform hull, and a lot of people love to hate on this, and they don't know what they're talking about. Seriously, they don't know what they're talking about. Hobby is doing two-piece hulls. They're doing thermoform hulls. And why? Because it has its advantages. You know, rotor molder is great, but this thing also has its own advantages. Like Pelican is able to put phone blocks in places where you will not be able to if you do a rotor molder hull. And this is the difference. Look at this. It's a super strong deck. Look at that. Super strong deck. It's pretty good, man. Look at this. It's no flexing almost. I mean, it has some spots where you will flex, like right here. Here you will flex a little because of this piece right here. But like where you're gonna stand up, there's no flexing whatsoever. It's pretty awesome stuff. There's gonna be a little bit of flexing here because look, this doesn't have any blocks, and here in the back, of course, no blocks. But like the places where it matters, because you're gonna be standing up here, this feels like it's super awesome stuff. Yeah, my feet are dirty, don't pay attention to that. All right, so let's talk about some of the specs that this boat had to offer. Number one is 12 feet and 6 inches long. It's gonna give you about 425 pounds of carrying capacity, and it only weighs 87 pounds, just the hull. If you add the drive and the seat, you're looking probably at 12 more pounds. That's gonna give you, what is the math on this? 12, 87, 10 is 97, 2 is 99. So you're looking at 99 pounds. Super not heavy at all if you think about it. Those are my estimates, so you gotta check with Pelican for official estimates. But I mean 87 pounds, the hull, plus 12 pounds between the drive and the seat. Let's just make it 13. So like that, you get to 100 pounds. And look at this. I'm just doing this to show you guys how nice. It's like a bed. Like seriously, you remove the seat and look at this. You can take a nap on it and you're not on the ground. This is nice actually. The sun is like right on my face. I have my eyes closed, but this feels great. Maybe I'm just tired. What do you guys think? Anyways, you may want to watch this other video right here while I sleep. Have a nice day.